Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing well. Today I wanted to show you guys how to make a collaged pocket out of an envelope. I am sure you may have seen this somewhere else, and I'm sure I saw it somewhere else and just can't remember, but people make these all the time. I just wanted to show you how I make mine. So you just get an old envelope. It doesn't have to be anything new, some junk mail or whatever. Just use it. And we'll start off by getting some glue and gluing down the tab. All right, so I'm just using the regular original tacky glue. You can use whatever glue you prefer. All I'm gonna do is just glue down that tab. That's easy enough, right? Okay. Now, in order to get a straight line, this always helps me. I'm just gonna fold this in half. And we're just gonna cut along that line, right down the center. So we're just gonna make two pockets here. I always have a hard time cutting a straight line. So now you have a pocket. And these are perfect for journaling, junk journals, or any kind of journal. So now you have two pockets. Now here's the fun part. We are going to use some of our scrap paper that we have lying around, right? Because you know we all have scrap paper laying around. You can use scrapbook paper, you can use just pieces of paper, just whatever you like. And what I'm gonna do next is just get some random pieces of paper. Any colors, any designs, strips of paper. I'm gonna use this old vintage sheet of paper. Maybe some music paper, that would be nice, right? Some music paper. You can ink this paper, you can do, you know, whatever you want to. Here's a piece of like laced paper that I had. Can tear that. Let's just see how this goes. Now, I'm going to tear these pieces into smaller pieces. But you just want to make sure that all of your pieces are shaped differently. I know this looks like a jumbled mess right now, but it all makes sense in just a little while. So I want some words, I want some floral designs, I want all of that. I like these. And just for interest, I may just do a little bit of inking. I have some ink here. Let's try a little bit of pink. And yes, I use makeup brushes to ink around the edges. It works just as well, so don't feel like you have to go out and buy these expensive craft inking brushes. I hope I'm not shaking the camera. I know one of my last videos, when I watched it, I'm like, oh my goodness, might need a Dramamine to watch this thing. But at the time, I don't realize I'm shaking the camera, so my apologies. All right, so we are going to just add some glue to the back of a piece of this paper. And this particular piece of paper came from an old book that I found at a used bookstore. And I thought it just had some really pretty print and really pretty floral designs on it. So I wanted to use that. So now the papers, they can go different ways. They can go, you know, however you like. I kind of like that, like that. So I'm gonna add another piece on here. And there's nothing like layering. I always find that the more you layer, normally the more beautiful your piece will turn out. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if okay, yeah, this is the top. So I'm gonna layer that. I don't know if I want to use a piece of music paper, if I want to bring some of that pink out. I kind of like that. Maybe on the side. Ooh, I kind of like that. So, you know, this isn't planned. This is just something that I am doing, seat of the pants. So just bear with me. I'm going to use some Distress Oxide by Tim Holtz, and I'm going to kind of ink around the edges of this just to give it some flair, right? And I believe this shade of brown is called Vintage Photo. I'm sure you have it laying around. Or you can use any color you like. Or you can just not do color at all. It's up to you. I do want to cover up that hole. So why not just do it this way? But I kind of like this. I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of like that. We'll figure out something to use to cover up that hole. So we're going to glue down the side of this. We didn't need to go all the way to the bottom. That's okay. I probably should clear some of this out so you can tell what I'm doing. I have too much stuff out. All right, so we have decided to glue this down the side. I like that. And don't worry about these little pieces hanging off because we are gonna get rid of those. But I do want to stick something here. But let's see. Maybe just a piece of, wait, I have a, what do I want to use? Maybe some music paper. I kind of like that look. We're going to tear and ink that music paper. And glue that down. So have you guys been getting out and enjoying some sun and some water? I have been enjoying family time with my extended family and my kids and everyone. So let's see. Now that looks good. I like that. So you're gonna have, you know, little pieces hanging off the back, which is fine because we're gonna cut those off. So all you're gonna do is snip off the extra. And get rid of the extra. And look at that. All right, we're gonna get the other side done and then we'll do the finishing touches. So on the other side, you can use, you know, similar pieces of paper that you use on the front, or if you want to do something totally different, you can. Or you can just not do the back at all if this is going to be glued into a journal. But let's say if this is like clipped into a journal, like paper clipped, you can actually decorate both sides. So I'm going to put this on here, maybe a big piece of music paper, kind of like that. I kind of like, let's see. Let's put that music paper back on. We'll do the music paper. Go ahead and glue that down. And you can ink the corners. This one looks like it's already inked, so I don't have to do that. I'm gonna pull that down some. And then, how about this paper? Let's use some of this. Go over the top, kind of like that. But I kind of want to ink this one. So let's put some ink on here. This is another way to use your scrap paper. Who knew scraps could be so beautiful, right? We're going to glue that down. I like to lay my glue on the sides so that it doesn't take forever for it to run to the top. That looks good. And then maybe something to go down the side. What do we want? Maybe this piece of paper? Oh, I kind of like it. Let's go for it. Now, how about let's try to ink some pink just to bring out some of the pinks that are in those flowers. Let's do that. And I've found it helpful when I ink with pink to just go down the side with just a little bit of brown, just to bring out that pink, if that makes sense. Okay, now I'm gonna get my glue and glue that down, and that's going to cover up my holes. That's what I like about collaging. There are no rules, just do what you feel, and most of the time you're going to like it. Alright, so this is what the back looks like. I'm going to turn this over and then I'm going to cut off the extra. And that's a little bit extra. All right, now I have glue all over my scissors. Okay, so this is what our pocket looks like. And in order to know that it is an actual pocket, we are going to get, if you have a 1-inch punch or a 1.5-inch punch or a 2-inch punch, I have a 2-inch circle punch. I'm going to use that, and I'm trying to figure out which side I want to be the front. I kind of like this one. So I'm going to stick the punch on there, And we're gonna make there we go. How cool is that? All right, and so to make this little dip stand out, I'm going to get some Distress ink, and I'm gonna ink around just so you can tell what it is. I want to ink just a little bit around the sides here. And if you want to kind of gussy it up a little bit, I'm gonna grab my ink and maybe a stamp. I have some stamps here. Let's see. I'll try the butterfly stamp. Now guys, I don't know how well this is gonna turn out, but we're gonna get lots of ink on here, and we're gonna find a light point, maybe here, and we're gonna stamp. Can you guys see that? We're gonna press firmly, give it a little shake. Come on, little butterfly. Oh, you can see it. That's kind of nice, right? So there's a little butterfly stamp. And I don't want to, like sometimes, you know, you can kind of overdo something by putting too much, but I want to add something to this, and I'm doing this on a whim, so I don't know if I like that. I think I should just leave it. You can add some words or something to it if you want to do that. You can add, I don't know, I kind of like that. This is one of those Tim Holtz pieces of ephemera. I don't want to add too much to it, but I kind of do. I kind of like that, the layering. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, I'm a little bit indecisive, but let's just have some fun. We're just adding some cute little ephemera to our pocket. I'm gonna move this back over. I got too much stuff going on here. We'll put some glue here. And we'll stick this on. How do I want it? Stick that on there. And it seems like we need something here, right? We need one more thing here. And I'm trying to figure out what that thing could be. No. I would like something pink or off-white or green. Do we want to add a button? We could do a simple button. How about this? You know, we made the collages, the clusters. Let's give it a little bit of a cluster feel. Let's put some of this on and add a button. How about that? Maybe, let's see if we have a green button. Maybe. Do we have anything green in here? We're close to green. Not really. We have some blue. Oh, those are cute. Let's just do those two. we'll stick those on. Put 2 little blobs of glue here, and we'll stick on the buttons. Just like that. And do I want another piece? Nah, I think that's good enough. What do you think? So there you have it. We have a pocket made from an old envelope, junk mail, or you know, whatever you have laying around. So it went from this to this. And there's the back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, I would love for you to give me a thumbs up. I would like to thank all of my new subscribers and also the ones who have been with me for a while. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of your comments. I would love for you to leave me a comment. I love chatting with you guys back and forth. So yeah, just do that. I would appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys pretty soon. Have a wonderful day. Happy crafting. Bye.